It's Sunday! And my beard is just getting huge. Jeez Louise. So much gray in there. This week in the Greater Toronto Hamilton area for Heroclix, this is dated November 16th. This will be tournaments from November 17th till next Sunday, the 23rd? 23rd. I'm a wizard. So, starting Monday, we have nothing happening at Conspiracy Comics for those of you who are regulars or just a heads up. Another store who hasn't contacted me to get these videos going is having a month 6 War of Light event. So, my understanding is that Rory will be there, probably winning yet another Necron. Traveling man with the Necrons. Next up, Comic Book Addiction at 1022 Brock Street South in Whitby at 6 p.m. is having a too much War of Light. 400-point Golden Age tournament in remembrance of our soldiers. The characters with warrior or soldier keywords will get +1 to all stats. It's 400 points, Golden Age, 6 o'clock on Monday at 1022 Brock Street South in Whitby. Next up, Tuesday, 401 Games, 518 Yonge Street, Toronto, Ontario at 6:30 p.m. War of Light, month 6. The rumor around the table is that it is a flash sealed event. So seems like the standard 300 points, 2 packs, no constructs, no shenanigans. Come in, buy some packs, play some games. Flash sealed is hilariously awesome, I must say. The Fiddler. Next up, 333 Bloor Street West, the Wizards Cache at 6:30 p.m. is holding a 300-point flash seal. The Fiddler. Also, Harley Quinn's very awesome and still. I got a chance to play her. She's very effective if you have a really solid team around her. And do not discount the Rainbow Raider. Read his trait. Sick. Next up, Thursday, Black Knight Games at 868 Mohawk Road East in Hamilton, Ontario at 6 p.m. They're having a 600-point Heroic Age tournament. Heroic Age at the Black Knight Games is figures only. Leave your resources, leave your battlefield conditions, leave anything that isn't a figure that's going to be on the board at home. Your characters, their first initials must spell an acronym. You guys are on your own on that one. And this is going to be week 2 of the Resurrection Man prizing. So that sounds pretty neat for those of you who missed your chance of getting a Resurrection Man. Black Knight seems to be very, very helpful at getting you guys the chance to get convention exclusives. And a lot of us in Canada don't take that chance to go to nationals or don't get out to other tournaments down south. So very, very appreciative for them to keep that kind of idea going. A couple notes for this. The word the and a, so like the Batman or short words in the front of names don't count. So the Batman is just going to count as Batman, and you got to use that B. Cool. Awesome. Entry is, as usual, $5 for non-members and $4 for Stronghold members. Stronghold members of the Black Knight Games are $25 a year. You get discounts on all kinds of stuff in the store, including food and events. And you also collect points towards later purchases in the store. So you might want to look into Black Knight Games to check out more on that information. So that was Thursday. Next up we have Friday. We have Chaos Collectibles, 3636 Steeles Avenue East, Unit 135 in Markham, Ontario, is holding their War of Light Month 6 Part 2, or their second event of War of Light Month 6. If my memory serves me, they still have packs for that. So it's going to be 1 pack Wave 1, 1 pack Wave 2. Necron is the prize, of course, for an event holder, event point winner, and there's also a door prize with limitations. You have to show up for this event. You also have to have collected a certain number of points minimum to qualify for it. Sounds like fun. For those, the last trickle down to the War of Light, it's starting to come down, guys. It's almost over. A couple more weeks, and I don't even think many more events are coming up in the GTAHA with regards to War of Light, because I know ours is done. So moving on to Saturday, we have the Comic Warehouse is running their own tournament for yet another Necron. This time, it's a different stipulation. It is 400 points constructed Modern Age, no tactics. That means, for those of you who are unfamiliar with what no tactics means, it means no bystanders, no theme teams. It means no ATAs because you have to have a theme team for an ATA. No relics, no resources, no special objects. So bring your regular objects, but leave your special objects at home. Also, no figures bigger than a peanut base. And no entities, period. They want to avoid any confusion. So leave your entities at home. It means no entity possession, no entities, period. Nothing bigger than a peanut base, so you leave your team bases at home too. But the figures that are on the team base, they're cool. Bring them on, bring their base, play them on the board. I do believe I'm going to be helping Max judge this event, as he will need the backup for it. We need 8 players to show up for this event, though, for it to be for the Necron. They do have a backup prize if we don't get a minimum of 8 players showing up for this one. And that is this week in Heroclix and the Greater Toronto Hamilton area. I'm going to put a link down below for those of you interested in donating to my No Shave November cause. As well, it's worth noting that November 22nd is coming up fast, and I do believe that is this next weekend, actually. And my friend Brian Rupp has himself a big old tournament. For those of you who missed last week's episode, let's bring it up again. We do have... we do have a very unprofessional man in front of the camera. That's what we have. He's not ready with all his stuff, his information. He's got to sit there and talk to you. You got to look at his ugly gray. Look at the... Jeez, it's so gray. It almost looks like I don't have beard right here, but it's like super gray here. And, you know, I'd like to thank the people who have supported thus far. We're not even remotely close to the $1,000 to keep my beard the whole year. I guess you guys don't want to see what I look like with a full-blown half-gray beard. It kind of hurts my feelings. My wife really wanted to see me with a ponytail, so, I mean, we really got to get to $10,000 for that. So, the con exclusive blowout, that's November 22nd in in Glen Burnie, Maryland. So, details are 7385 Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard at Glen Burnie, Maryland, the zip code 21061. If you need the full-blown Google Map directions to get there. Starting at 11 a.m., they are having their con exclusive blowout. I will put another picture of the picture that they gave me of the amount of prizes they have. They have 200 con exclusives for this event. It is nuts. And that's everything from this year and multitudes they have. So if you show up, you're probably walking out with at least something that's exclusive to conventions. Pretty cool. And a couple other things that aren't. Most notable is one of the main sealed event is a 400-point 2 boosters from Flash event. And that is, first place gets a full set of War of Light con exclusive constructs. Now we know those are coming out in February as prizes or as purchasables, but beat the clock. It's always great to have that stuff before it comes out, so you don't have to chase it down like the rest of us suckers. And that said, they have team sealed events going on every so often. A team sealed there is you have a 3-person team. You get 5 boosters of Invincible Iron Man, and you're supposed to build 3 300-point teams from those 5 boosters. A little off center, I know, but you're probably going to end up using all your figures in a lot of cases from that set. But of course, there's also Invincible Iron Man, so a lot of your teams might also just be 1 figure. Invincible Iron Man had a lot of high-point figures, so that's why I make that joke. But I kid. There'll probably be 2 figures. As well, there's also the Speed Kills Constructed side events every 2 hours starting at 2 p.m. or 12 p.m. Each player constructs a 200-point team from a list of 64 specific figures, which are supposed to be out soon. I don't know any other sources to get this information, so I keep my eyes on HC Realms. Check out Troll Kingdom. Check out Necromagus posts. Anything that you come across that may have the event listing, so that you get a chance to find out what those 64 figures are, or bring a gigantic box of figures and hope to goodness that at least 34 of the 64 are there. I don't know what to tell you at this point. I probably should have drilled Brian for some information. But that said, that is November 22nd, which will be next Saturday, I believe. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you guys next week.